Did you hear the gulp? Anyway, what a terrible start. Hey, everybody. Today's episode is a good one. We are in house with Kyle Kinane. He's a legendary stand-up comedian. Like, we're just going to get into it. We had a good time with talking to him. It's long, so we have fun. We still do the FUPA Hotline. We play some categories. We play Insane Kinane in the Membrane. You want being annoying? Okay, can we restart or something? I'm feeling weird. No, don't restart. No. Ew, cut that out, cut that out, cut that out.
Truly, last week I did a show in Montana and we spent Labor Day in Yellowstone National Park, and it was something like I'm sitting there watching, it's beautiful, and watching Old Faithful go up. Look at this landmark. And I was just shoulder to shoulder with people like, let's go Brandon t-shirts and like, don't tread on me hats and everything. Just people that hate big government and hate socialism even more, unironically enjoying a national park. And But then a few days later, I was in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. This was Wednesday night. I was in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, a little crunchy college town. And I was having brunch, and at the table next to me, there was two ladies, and the one lady was saying, well, when I do my sermons, I have to use the Bible on a case-by-case basis to determine which pronouns to use for God. And I had a minute where I wanted to lean over and say, optimistically, it'd be they, them, because God's everywhere. But realistically, it's a no, none, because that shit's not real. Get your life together. Oh, yeah. But I couldn't say that because my mouth was full of a vegan quesadilla. And that gave me just enough time to pause and be like, you know what? Me and this lady are both sitting here pretending something that isn't is. So...
And okay, so we're on. Welcome. I'm so happy to be here with the one and only Kyle Christopher Kinane.
Christian.
Fuck!
It doesn't matter. I never use my middle name. So
well, I was on your
okay.
Wikipedia yesterday.
Does it say Christopher on my Wikipedia?
No, it said Christian, but it was a little high.
All right.
So,
well, Christian's
the memory
not
is,
a go-to name.
Yeah, it's a unique middle name. My dad's middle name was Christopher. Maybe not still is. He's
he kept it.
He's still here.
Guys, I'm changing my name. Just my middle name.
Yeah, to Christian. So, yeah.
Nobody has to know. It's for me.
No, yeah, sorry.
It's like wearing fun underpants nobody knows about.
Oh, I love wearing a sneaky little pair. Well, that's how I feel when I wear a sneaky little.
This is
sneaky
uncomfortable.
Little. What? I'm just
because we're in a children's playroom
I'm
and
just,
you're doing this.
that's what we notice as we watch the episodes back. I'm like, wow, I'm a pedophile.
You're doing that. I wasn't gonna bring. You got a blood eye. You're doing that.
I know. People go, okay. You want to talk about the eye?
Do
you want to talk about the eye?
Yeah.
Then let's talk about it.
Is it okay?
Yes.
I didn't want to be mean.
I have a venereal disease.
That's not where that is.
No,
your doctor's misinformed.
People have been pissing in my eye. Well, it's really annoying.
Everybody's got to make money.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody's got to.
I know. It used to look worse. Worse. Last Sunday, 8 days ago, woke up in D.C. with a little bit of a hangover.
Okay.
Did a weekend there. I brought all my friends, which means we're staying out till 6 a.m.
Yeah, D.C. will get away from you.
Yes, it will. Woke up. We were hungover, took the train, took the Amtrak, 10 a.m., all was fine.
Okay.
Took one hit of a vape, empty stomach, and vomiting.
Okay.
And then I popped a blood vessel, throwing up. What do you want from me?
I know that life.
Yeah. It's not that cool of a
That's
story.
good. That's not a bad story. Like, I said it when I thought, I don't know why, we're getting loose, and I'm like, oh, I'll talk about the blood eye. And then I felt bad immediately.
I know. Now I'm all tightened up because I'm like, he brought up the eye within 3 minutes. And in my head, I'm like, no one can see it.
I thought I was going to say upstairs. I'm like, oh, what if I just say it now so we don't have to talk about it?
You should clear the air upstairs.
But now that it's like, a
camera.
cool story and it's not weird, and it's like kind of badass. This all started because you made me feel weird that you were doing a sexy thing on a children's couch.
I mean,
and I felt strange.
Oh, so then your defense was, well, what's up with your eye?
Yeah, I had to get away from it. I had to get away. I had to divert.
God, I can't. I can't. Well, thanks for being here. Now I'm freaking out.
Well, that's what's happening to me.
I will say, we recorded last week, and where'd you get that? How are you just wearing an eye patch over there? What the hell? Random. Ryan's like fucking Mary Poppins over here.
Do you have a box of finger extensions that can make my left arm 1 inch longer?
Yeah, Inspector Gadget over here. So thanks for being here. This is so fun.
We're starting now, right?
Yeah, we're starting now.
Okay,
yeah,
great.
we're gonna. That's all gonna go on Patreon. When we get it started. Sorry, I'm one of the lazier podcasters out there.
There's a lazy eye joke to be made there, but I left it out.
Well, you're just starting. You're just drinking your coffee.
Yeah,
We always like to start with a little. Do you like segments on podcasts or no?
Is this a segment?
LOL.
We
Yes.
like to start with.
It's called. Do you like segments?
Yeah, we start with our segment. Do you like segments?
Yeah.
You know what? Let's say yeah.
Well, you know how sometimes you're like, oh, we're gonna do a segment, and then your guest is like,
No, I could take a little direction.
okay, all right. You know, the audience is like, oh, you gotta have segments. You know what I mean?
Do they?
Yes. All the time. Really? Well, you have a podcast and it has a hook. I don't have any hook. I'm the hook.
I don't
the
think
hook is very rusty.
the hook, the eye patch.
Yeah.
It's coming together.
Oh yeah.
See? We make connections.
Yeah.
We make connections.
I'm an R-tard. Okay, so hey, cut that out or keep it. Listen, I'm trying to host SNL. So let's do a segment. And this segment's gonna let people know who you are.
Okay.
Let people know who you are.
All right.
Okay. So we have am I funner than KFC Radio?
Kyle
LOL.
Christopher Kinane.
Yeah, Kyle Christopher Kinane is in the house. We're gonna play a segment. It's called Maddy Gories. All right. My name, Maddy Gories. Scattergories. Ever heard of it?
No. I know Scattergories,
Best
but
game
I
in the
forgot
world.
how to play it.
Best game in the world.
All right, ready?
So she's gonna shout out a category, and you have to say like the most recent of what you did. And we're both gonna play. So she's gonna be like last movie you saw.
Oh, okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last thing you ate.
Oh, I had just had Japanese tacos upstairs.
What?
Dexter bought them for me. Did everybody you Japanese tacos? You got me Japanese
I've
tacos.
heard about the Japanese tacos. I've heard a lot about the Japanese tacos. I have never had the Japanese tacos. Do you cook at home?
I'm trying to.
Really?
I'm trying to be better.
What kind of stuff have you been making?
I made a soup.
Yeah.
That's about it right now. I just moved, so
What kind of soup was it?
home is new.
Yes.
And I made a tortilla soup. I made a nice tortilla
I
soup.
love a tortilla soup.
And I was by myself, so I made 5 gallons of tortilla
Yep.
soup that I ate for 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And I had no
Yeah.
problem with it whatsoever.
Oh yeah, every time you heat it up, it gets a little bit better
Mm-hmm.
because the ingredients.
Just gonna throw weird stuff in there.
Oh
now.
yeah, now I'm throwing a little bit of Greek yogurt in.
Yeah, here's leftovers.
Oh.
I didn't finish these fries.
Oh,
Put them in the
put them in the tortilla soup. Oh, here's a little bit of chicken.
Yeah,
throw it in there.
It's really a nice blank canvas for whatever else is laying around.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm
It
a
was
big soup person.
It was an Instant Pot too. You got one of those?
Yes, I have an Instant Pot. Beauty.
Of all the technology.
All you got to do is put everything in there, press some buttons.
I still messed something up in the Instant Pot once. I was so pissed at myself.
You know what sucks when you mess something up in an Instant Pot or a crock pot? You waited all that time.
Yeah.
Especially a crock pot that
Yeah.
takes 12 hours.
I waited a day
Yeah.
and this is garbage.
Yeah. Fuck you.
I didn't even eat for a day because I was excited
Yeah,
about
out of-
this.
yeah.
I wanted to come in hungry for this.
I wanted to taste this vegan
Yeah.
chili so bad,
Yeah.
and now it tastes like the inside of my asshole.
Yeah. Whoops, I didn't realize that the first 4 hours were just it compressing itself and the potatoes won't cook. Oh, fuck all this.
I
Yeah.
don't understand the physics of this appliance.
Yeah, I didn't, and that's how I screwed up.
The Instant Pot is confusing at first with the diffuser at the top with the steam thing.
Oh, you mean how you have the same thing that kids made a bomb out of,
Yes.
which seems like it's much more purpose is to explode than it is to make food.
Yes, it's...
Like nails and glass in this seems to make more sense
Yes.
than lentils and onions. But
Agre-
we're going to see how this
Agreed.
tastes.
Every time I'm like playing with the spout and the steam's coming up, I feel like I'm like a literal like Vietnam protester.
Yeah. Did you burn
Like,
yourself
we're
on
going
it?
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I singe myself every time. I go, ow!
Or where it's under a cabinet, and you
Yes.
don't realize
Yep.
that it's just blasting and thing. Now it's just rainforest moist everywhere. You're like, why? The instructions should be to use this outside or in the
And
garage.
yes.
Why is this allowed in a home?
And now I have black mold because I tried to make lentil stew in an Instant Pot.
My mom was the one who was like, oh, be careful with those. Like
Yes.
she's scared of everything,
Yeah.
but like,
Yeah.
I do not trust those, Kyle. Don't leave the house.
Yeah.
If you're using this Instant Pot, just be on FaceTime with me for the whole
please,
time.
Please just come in. Open your windows. I beg
Yeah,
of you.
yeah, it's like a pressure suit. Like
Yeah,
if the,
yeah.
the windows
Yeah.
could break.
Yeah, it could be an Oppenheimer situation.
My house imploded.
Yeah.
What happened? I was trying to make 20-minute baked potatoes.
The atoms are rubbing against each other. There's a fission experiment going on in the Instant Pot.
But if you think, okay, a crock pot takes 12 hours hours, but then this thing takes 20 minutes.
Right.
Like, it's a time machine.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, this quinoa's from the future.
Yeah. Or it's just a big pile of mush that I'm fucking
Or
with
I
and I'm bummed
fucked
out.
up again.
Yeah.
Time to order pad thai again.
Yeah. It's always a good excuse.
I always order food.
I don't like making food because I'm bad at it. And then if it sucks, I'm mad that I wasted food.
Me too.
And I'll still eat it. So I'll like really punish myself.
Me too.
Do you eat like straight up burnt stuff?
I'll eat up burnt stuff and I'll pour salt on it or like too much lemon juice just to get any sort of like edible quality to it.
Why? Yeah, it's still wasted if you're just putting it in your body and there's no nutrients left in it.
Oh, yeah.
It's still a waste of food, but to put it in the garbage, I'm like,
I know.
A God I don't believe in anymore is probably upset with me.
Yeah, that's when like God's not really watching me that much, but if you throw
Yeah.
food you made at home in the garbage after working on it, God's like,
No,
good luck,
no,
bitch.
No, let's go.
Yeah,
You
pick
made-
your shit up.
Yeah, you made
Eat
your bed.
Eat your fucking leek stew or whatever you thought was a good idea today. You know what I bought recently? A Cruzette, the big ass Dutch oven, like pots that
wait.
people crave.
Yeah, it looks like
About-
it looks like a parade float. Big
Yes,
long guy
big,
with a heavy lid.
Heavy lid.
Takes like 2 people to lift it.
Yeah, it looks like a Chrissy Teigen piece.
Yeah.
You know, like
what are you
big,
making in that?
Lots of stews and soups.
I
I
think you could be buried in one of those.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You can cremate a small
My
animal
coffin
in
will
it.
be made of Cruzette.
You'll be preserved. You'll be like King Tut. They'll find
yeah.
you
Yeah.
2,000 years, same shape.
Yeah, they'll be like, "Who is this whore?"
What? I don't think that's how we're speaking of
Oh,
the.
they'll be like, "Who's this whore with a blood red eye?"
We've just excavated a tomb of the Queen of Egypt. Some slut. Whole pyramid for some skank. I don't know. I got weird priorities back then.
Archaeologists are very conservative, as we all know. So
She was keeping the bloodline going. That's all she was doing.
yeah, the blood eye line. What do we got? Another category? What's going on?
Yeah. Body part that bothered you recently.
Oh,
So we kind of talked about that. But
Is it my own?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. We're trying to learn. Hey, fine. The patch is coming back on. I get it. Your subtleties are
I'm sorry.
very obvious, Mr. Kinane.
not so subtle. Just put it on the other eye.
Well, I
though.
thought you
Put
would
it-
have a beard, so
Yeah,
I thought you
well,
would have a
I
beard.
know, that
so,
sucks, right?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, this face is bumming everybody out. Put it on the other eye and force me to look at blood eye. Just do
Good
that.
idea. Good idea.
See,
Good idea.
that's what I would have
And
done.
now I'm training my eye to have heightened senses. You will not defeat me.
It is. You're just strengthening each side now.
am.
No, I'm just gonna look over there for the rest
Come
of
on.
this.
Get used to it.
I don't think I will. You're great. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna heal up.
All is good.
You're gonna
What's the
heal
last
up.
body part what's your body part? Unless you actually want to say
That bothered me.
Yeah. And we know you've, had some
Yeah, I don't know.
surgeries and
I
stuff.
didn't. I was like, got real like busy with like life stuff for a few months, and I wasn't cutting my beard or my hair. I usually like keep it somewhat neat and shave my head, and I was just letting it all go crazy. And then like, oh, this beard's got to go, and I didn't feel like trimming it, so I shaved it down to whatever this thing is.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I'm growing my hair out because it's this. And
Oh,
it's terrible.
wow.
Yeah, look at how bad
I
that
had
is.
no idea that's what was going on under your
Yeah.
beanies and stuff.
Pretty awesome, right?
Wow, you look so different than I thought.
Doesn't it? And
Not in
this-
a bad way. I'm just like, oh,
No,
that's
it's
Kyle
bad.
Kinane.
This isn't the best. I don't know why. I know it's
I think
bad.
It's good. I think it's no,
Don't
I think
lie
it's-
to my
no,
face.
I think it's good. No, I think it's good. Yeah,
Say it.
You have
Say
a
it.
lot of good qualities to work on.
Audition.
You have a lot of good stuff to work with. A lot of unique features. The hair is something that we need to make a big decision on.
I moved and I didn't have a bathroom mirror for a
Yeah.
long time. So like
Yeah.
your days, like you go brush your teeth. I haven't looked at myself really in my
Right.
own home for weeks.
Right.
And so that's why I'll get on the road in a hotel. I'm like, okay, I don't know what that's all about.
A hotel mirror will really tell you everything.
It's the lighting's always just
And the
like,
lighting's insane.
who do you think you are?
Sometimes they'll have a full-length mirror right in front of where you shit. And you have to make eye contact with yourself while you take a shit.
I've got good calves, so I usually focus
Oh,
on
you're-
those. Yeah, because
Like,
so
oh, wow.
I'll admire my legs.
I actually do think like this view for anyone is very skinny. I feel very skinny when I'm.
yeah, you're
I, like,
you're
look at my-
drawing
I'm
it
like,
all in, so it's not the worst idea.
Yeah,
It's really
true.
like a modeling shot.
Yeah.
If you ignore like what
Yes.
what the action is involved.
Yeah, and you can hide this area.
Yeah, you slip
This,
over
yeah,
like.
you're like, oh my god, look at all my limbs.
Oh yeah, inquisitive Tilda Swinton.
Yeah.
That works.
Or the worst mirror is the one that's like, oh, and you can see yourself fully while you like get in the shower. And that's when you're like, that's what my body looks like.
Or the one when it's the auxiliary mirror in the bathroom.
Yep.
That's the magnifier that just makes everything like you're just a Body Worlds exhibit. Like, oh, do you want to see what your brain looks like through your nose?
I'm like, oh, I've never had to put a mirror in focus.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Why do you look like you were caught in a structure fire? Well, I was gonna pluck one hair,
Literally.
but I used the magnifier mirror, and I pulled my entire face off last night.
It fell off.
Yeah.
So do you know anyone who can sew this on or no?
Somebody. I need one of them billboard surgeons to a little nip and tuck right
I
now.
look in those mirrors and I go, why does my face look like the surface of the moon? Surface of the moon, but it just rained.
Slick. Oh, it's a slice of cheese pizza with my eyes.
Yes.
Great. This is great.
It's so nasty. You have to go to a show in 1 hour and your face is all splotched up from squeezing your pores.
I'm just Orville Peck now. Like, I don't want to look at myself. You know it's me. That's what the beard was doing for every dude.
Totally.
Who's this country fruit star that's got to hide his face? Meanwhile, I'm a manly man.
Yeah. Trust
Mostly
me.
because I just have top teeth and an Adam's apple and nothing in between.
Have you ever gotten a caricature drawing and you're like, oh, that's what I look like?
No. And that's why I won't even do roast battles because I don't want someone to say to me things that I've already thought about myself. I don't need it confirmed. So kudos to you for all that. I do not have the courage.
No kudos because now I have no sense of self and I have
been demolished.
I'm like every paranoia I have is like someone would say that about me and everyone would laugh. Like when I started doing roast battles, I didn't know I had gained weight. But then I found out. You know what I mean? When another comedian says some shit about how huge you are, they're like, Maddy goes to comedy clubs for the food. Like, and like the whole audience laughs. You're like, oh fuck, I'm fat.
Would you rather wake up and have to deal with 10 minutes of a magnifying hotel mirror or just one roast comedian giving you one insult to start your
magnifying mirror. Magnifying mirror.
Then I can make fun of myself.
And then it's just physical too. You know what I mean? Because roast battles also they'll say stuff about my character.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, you didn't sit down to write this yesterday. You just been thinking about this about me for the whole time.
The whole time.
And I feel like I would be like, I would do a roast thing where I just say something and everybody's like, no.
Yeah. Well, that happened to me on Wild and Out when I first got on because it's a very playful show. I don't know if you've never seen it, but it's a very playful show, playful roasts. Okay. And I had the roast battle background where I call people gay, autistic, Jews. I came on Wild and Out. I'm like,
all at once.
I'm like, you can't come. And they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm like, you can't get hard. They're like, whoa, 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 whoa. We're playful here. We talk about seasoning our food, flat asses, being a Karen. We don't go for men's dignity.
White versus black. White versus black. Keep it on the race lines.
Maddie, you're getting a little too artful out there. Yeah.
You're really starting to hurt people's feelings.
Yeah, people act, yeah.
I never wanted to, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't have the callus to handle it. So
I think that's good.
Kudos.
I think it ruined my brain a little bit. I think it made me a little bit paranoid.
Yeah, I don't need more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went to a war I didn't serve in.
Yeah, he had flat feet.
You volunteered.
He had flat feet,
we are
so
not in a roast battle right now. You're having flashbacks.
My ears start ringing.
Having flashbacks to roast battle.
Daddy, we're all laughing.
Oh yeah, well your mom's gay and your dad died when you were young. Oh, stop it! Why?
I wake up in the hospital, sun streaming through. Daddy, what happened?
Roast battle vets.
Yeah, should we do another category?
Sure.
Are you having fun or are you annoyed?
I'm having a good time.
Oh, sorry.
Are you having fun or are you annoyed?
I don't know. I'm new to podcasting, so it's an awkward.
Well, it's not good.
Yeah.
Like as a concept.
Oh yeah, we're just sitting
This is fun.
Right.
But podcasting as a whole
As
is
a
like,
whole.
I need to exploit my human existence for likes and views.
Wait, it feels so weird right now. It feels so weird out there right now.
Yeah. Is my comedy not enough? Oh, you need to know about my life.
You need to know every single thing about what I'm doing every single day.
I need to trade my consciousness for success. Oh, okay.
Literally.
Cool.
Yeah. Decisions. Red pill, blue pill. Red pill, blue pill.
I don't like myself, but look at all the little hearts they pressed on the app.
they like me.
They
like me, so I like me.
Does that change?
They like me. Now I like me.
Still gotta lay awake at night looking at the ceiling.
I know it's so stressful. I try to give a little bit, but not a lot in terms of myself.
Keep some for yourself.
You know what I mean? You gotta
keep a little.
I got a cat in December. No one knew until 1 week ago. Kept that shit down because you never know if there's cat predators out there.
How can I ask how the cat? How you maintaining it with a touring schedule? I'm asking. This is not funny at all. I just would like to get a cat again, and I feel I travel.
Oh,
too
yes,
much.
yes. So last year I whittled most of my weekends down to Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
And so then
that's easy enough to do.
Then I'll leave Friday, come back Sunday, and then I got my girls. One of them lives on the Upper East Side.
Okay.
Then if it's 3+, she comes and stays at my apartment. My friend Dina, who kind of looks like me, LOL. So I think the cat just thinks it's me. Like
something's a little off, but I'm still getting
whatever. She still gives me food.
I got fancy feast on the plate. I'm not gonna question it.
All good. All good. And so she'll come and stay.
Okay.
But when I first got my cat, I was at home a lot because I was freezing my eggs. It turned out horribly. And
well, you have to be home to freeze them?
I wanted to be home. Yeah. Because, no, you don't have to be home. But do you know how it works?
Because don't they just... No,
do you know how it works?
No, I don't.
Oh my God. Do you want to know?
Well, they take them.
Do you want to know?
Right?
Yeah. No, there's a whole process. Now, I can tell because you shaved your beard.
Is this the last body part you were frustrated with? Was your
it
eggs?
is. It is actually.
Okay.
My fucking uterus.
These goddamn eggs.
Because he betrayed me.
All right.
It betrayed me. So this is how it works. For those listening, audio shout out. Okay, this is how it works. You go in to a fertility clinic.
Okay.
I'm 32. I'm like, I want to
weird things again. Like,
oh yeah, sorry.
Go in like you go full Janet Jackson.
I like to move around.
I'm like, okay, all right, guys, all right.
I don't know what is wrong with that.
It's not your eye this time. I'm gonna look over here.
It's not my eye. It's just my pussy. I understand. You go in.
I'm an old man. This all makes me young.
It's all good in the freaking hood. I'm 32. I'm not some like Lolita like.
What happened to your eggs?
Kyle, Mr. Kinane, can you fucking LOL? Okay, no one wants to be here. I'm losing my mind. All right, so this is what happens. This is what happens when you freeze your eggs.
Stop being weird and tell me how you froze your eggs.
Yeah, I'm like literally about to be so vulnerable, and he's like, "Oh, you're being annoying." On my own podcast. Okay.
Tell me about them eggs, Maddie.
Okay.
What up with them eggs?
What up with them eggs?
What up with them eggs?
Where them
girl?
eggs at? Okay, so this is how egg freezing works. Little tutorial. I'm a scientist now. You go in, they're like, they put a little thing in your, and they check out how many follicles you got, and blah, 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 what your expected egg count is. You schedule your appointment. It's like a 2.5 week long process where you go home with medicine, you syringe yourself every night to give yourself hormones that make all of your follicles grow so that you can get many eggs at once. Because you have one egg at once. Every month, one egg at once.
I knew that part. I didn't know you could just juke the system.
You can juke the system and grow a bunch at once. So that you keep doing that 2 weeks of shots. And it bloats you, it tires you. By the 6th day, I was pretty tired. Like, I couldn't do any. I tried to do stand-up. I was like, whoa.
It's like the play my song next option on like a Touch Tunes jukebox. Like, I want all mine now.
Yeah, exactly. Put in $20, you can get all the songs to go.
Then I'm out. Okay.
Exactly.
All right, so you're all jacked up on...
Jacked up. Multiple. The second week, you do more. And then you do something called a trigger shot. It's 1.5 nights before the surgery.
Okay.
Where they give you the trigger to, release the eggs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just bust it open.
So you've been growing the follicles the whole time, which makes space for the eggs. So then you go under, takes 20 minutes, and they suck all the eggs out with a needle. Okay. And then when you're done, they tell you how many eggs you got. And then later that day, they tell you how many of those eggs that they got were mature.
Okay.
So it gets lower and lower. Yeah.
Wow. I really thought it was like one, like a chicken, and we have an egg.
Yeah.
And we'll freeze it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another egg. And then we'll freeze it.
Me too.
I didn't know we were just
hitting
the nitrous tanks on the whole thing.
I had no idea.
Wow.
I had no idea. It was, so they sent me all this medicine and about this big that you had to refrigerate.
Yeah.
And so it was the beginning of December. I looked at the medicine and I was like, I'm not going on. I canceled like a road gig. Maybe one weekend.
And that's why you got a cat.
Yeah, actually. Then 2 days
That's
later, I
how
was
we go.
bored at home. I was like, I'm home all of December. Pulled up SPCA. That one looks cute.
Yeah.
Next day, went up and picked her up. What up?
Okay.
Now she's the best cat in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got there. We got there.
Wow. Am I the worst storyteller or what?
No, that's how a story gets told. How'd you get a cat? Check it out. I had all my eggs sucked out of me at once. I feel bad for the pets that you could tell are clearly just accessories to comedians'
Oh my
lives.
God.
Like,
Yeah.
oh look, my dog's with me
Yeah.
again, and
Yeah.
it's like you could tell the dog is like, this sucks.
Dude,
like, I am not a service animal.
I'm not a service
yeah,
animal.
I am stressed out all the time.
Stop doing videos about me and stop putting mine in airplanes.
Yeah, yeah. This is my service animal. The dog's like, I'm absorbing all the anxiety of 7 universes.
Literally.
I'm not helping anybody.
My owner keeps asking me if she's funny.
yeah. Stop running your bits by me.
Please, I beg of you.
But then I'm like, it would be fun to have a dog that came with me places.
It'd be funny to have a dog. Dogs are a lot.
I want a dog.
That's like a lot. You
I
can
want
pick
a
up
cat.
shit.
Yeah.
You know who loves dog shit? Rats. Rats.
Really?
Rats. Yep.
This just, why did this turn like a scene cut out from The Departed? And you know who loves dog shit? Rats. So wherever there's shit, there's rats. That's why I run a clean house.
You know who loves fecal matter? Canines.
You ever seen rats?
I was writing an article the other day about how they're trying to transform the garbage disposal system in New York City. Good luck. Good fucking luck. They're trying to get massive bins for like massive.
Where they do a pretty good job of not letting you know where it goes.
They do.
You ever like
They
that's
do.
the stuff that'll bum me out. Like,
Yeah.
where'd it go?
That is true.
There's a lot of trash. There's a lot of trash.
There's a lot of trash. It's my Trump.
Oh, I was very close to a Steph Tolev.
People always impersonate me, and I'm like, you suck.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't sound like that. And then I watch videos. I'm like, that was good. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
fine.
People are like, oh, it's Maddie. I'm like, fuck you. I don't. And then my whole stand up.
He did do that a lot so far.
Me?
Yeah.
Suck my dick. New category. Now I'm getting defensive. My eye is growing stronger. It's the eye. It's the eye of
We're trying to
Sauron.
build rapport. We just met.
see.
I know we just met.
Let's see. Favorite cocktail
Oh,
or a drink or substance of choice.
I loved cigarettes.
Yeah.
And then I quit. And now if I have a cigarette, like I'll relapse. If I have one cigarette, I get so
Yeah,
yeah.
sick.
And I don't know what happened. Yeah, like remember before
Yeah.
when you were just a cough that walked around? You were just a yellow, smelly cough that walked around. We're not gonna let you do that again.
remember when you were Pigpen from Charlie Brown?
Exactly. Remember you were just stink lines at every comedy show?
Yeah. No, we're not doing that. Now we're gonna make you sick.
A fart cloud. Yeah. And I'll still like, I mean, once a year or so, I'm like, I could do what? I get halfway through it. I'll get a head rush, but I'm like, I gotta wash my hands.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like I just saw a crime or something. Yeah.
Did you quit cigarettes immediately, or did you need to read Alan Carr's book?
The way I quit cigarettes is one night I did a whole bunch of cocaine off a Frisbee.
Oh.
And then smoked, I think, about 4 packs of cigarettes.
Oh.
and the next day I was like, man, one of these things has to go.
And it's not the coke.
Let's just say I still put. Nah,
Let's
I don't
just
think of
say I still throw the frisbee around.
that. That's what I tried to do that night. They were about to get real mad at me.
Do you like martinis?
I like the idea of something so much better than. I think that's one of those things. I would like a martini if every time I took a sip, I wasn't like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm pretty classy too.
Yeah, if you could have a normal conversation while drinking it.
Yeah.
Without, Kyle,
Just-
have you been? Kyle, have you?
Yeah. Hold on. I want to like cringe, and also I want to spill $19 really quick.
Right, really quick. Someone advised I had a gin martini once. Worst thing I ever had in my life.
Gin's a tough one to get around. I remember there was the era. It's like swingers came out like, well, get gin and tonics. We're all drinking gin and tonics. We're all smoking cigarettes. We all got ill-fitting bowling shirts on. Like, aren't we the coolest people in the world? Like, Jesus Christ. We look like fucking rapist Kramers hanging out at bars. It was a horrible
Ill-fitting
look.
bowling shirts.
Yeah, it was, came up in the 90s. What could I say, man? It was some wild efforts were made.
In Chicago.
Yeah.
And you were running about in the 90s. Were you in high school in the 90s?
Yeah, I graduated in 95.
Wow, peak.
Peak what?
Even I don't know.
Peak puka shell necklaces.
Yeah,
Peak stovepipe
plaid.
pants. Yeah.
Plaid.
Oh yeah, I remember wearing 2 different types of plaid for a while. I had the big 80s skateboard pants.
Big jeans.
Yeah, the big jeans.
Where'd you go to college?
A few places.
I
I dicked around a little bit. College of DuPage, shout out College of DuPage, community college, best year of my life.
What up? Best year of my life, College of DuPage.
Did you go to community college? Do you go to any
No,
college?
I went to state school upstate near Buffalo. That's where I'm from.
Okay.
SUNY Geneseo.
Did you do it in 4 years?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, but
I didn't think anybody did that. At least not who I was hanging out with.
I think by the time I went to school, I graduated high school in 2010. By the time we went, it was like, ew, we'll go to college for 4 years. It was like very ingrained in our, like counselors were telling us about college in 8th and 9th grade.
It also cost you $200,000 a
Yeah,
year.
they're like, you need to fuel the economy. You're going to college.
Yeah. Don't worry about what the degree is going to do. Just pay money.
And just pick anything.
I went to a community college for a year. I made it at a state school for I think 2 months. And then I took 5 years to get a bachelor's degree at a liberal arts school.
Nice.
I graduated high school in 95. I graduated college in 2002.
Nice.
Dude, whatever. You're a freaking doctor.
I liked it. I'm a doctor.
You're a doctor of the undergrad.
I'm a super. I thought you were going to say I'm a doctor of the underground. I'm like, that's a title.
That too. New album title.
Kyle, Doctor of the Underground, Kinane. Don't call him Christopher. I liked it because it was like a liberal arts school. I'm like, I'm just going to take everything.
Yeah, there's so many classes.
This degree isn't going to mean anything, so I might as well just take a bunch of stuff that I find interesting, get these little student loans, pay them off when I can pay them off, and then I graduated. I'm like, well, life is going to suck, so I moved to LA. I was like, I guess I'll be a comedian now.
That's when you started doing stand-up after 7 years in college?
No, I started in 99.
A little
and
after.
I did. So I was like, I was
during
doing
college.
it throughout college. Yeah.
Really?
But once I graduated college, I'm like, oh, they're just going to make me get a job.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the focus. Like,
yeah.
I'm not doing that.
I'm good.
I split down. I wasn't good, but
Yeah.
I was like, let me get away from
Right.
everybody else who's kind of actively
Yeah.
changing their dreams into something more
Yeah, yeah.
reality based. I'm like,
Escape.
I don't want to do that. I got to
Escape.
get out of here. Yeah.
Escape. Comedy's the best job.
Yeah.
It's the best job.
If it was going to happen.
Right.
It's like, well, I'd rather be sad in LA than in New York.
Yeah. So you got to LA in like 2002?
2003, I went out there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Was it weird there then?
I don't know if it was weird. I mean, I had a lot of fun. I knew a lot of like other folks from Chicago that were out there, and we're all like losing them. It's 70 degrees in January. We're gonna get drunk at the beach, and then nobody really got their career off the ground right away.
Right.
But I don't know. I thought it was great. I know people hate LA, and it takes because you got to be there for 2 years before you're like, oh, maybe this town's all right.
Oh yeah,
like
totally.
it's not cool right away.
Yeah, well, New York too. You go through a freaking existential crisis when you first move here because you don't know who your friends are, and you don't know how to get anywhere, and you're overwhelmed. And
Yeah,
there's so many
I don't know how
people.
to like where do you go when you want it to be quiet? That's my question for everybody in New York. Where do you go when like organically quiet, not like, oh, here's my noise canceling headphones and my eye mask and everything.
Yeah. Like if you like nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's there's a park every so often.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a lot of greenery.
But even in the park, I feel like it's still people talking.
Even in the park, everyone's like, I'm at the park.
Yeah. No, it's a great day out. I can't believe it's a great day. I love connecting with nature. Anyway, okay, get back at me. And
Yes. People go to the park to connect with nature. There's not as much natural, like, oh wow, look at me, I'm by this tree again. Yeah. I know you live in Portland. It's a lot more to see up there.
Oh, I slowed
PNW.
it. Yeah, I slowed my roll real good.
Yeah.
And I'm all right with it. Like I think I got out of my 20s and 30s and early 40s relatively unscathed as far as I didn't go down the path of any real hard drugs and stuff like that. So I think I got through that, and now I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like Friday night, what are you going to do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Best feeling in the world.
It's so
Best
great.
feeling in the world. I kind of feel like that too.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you feel spoiled as a comic? Like, I'm going to go grocery shopping at 1 p.m.
I feel
when there's nobody in the store, or 3 a.m.
or 1 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel very thankful for the schedule I've built for myself.
Yeah.
Very free. I can wake up and watch a movie.
There's no.
I can wake up and watch a movie.
There's no like, oh, I really worked all week, so I got to make sure I cut loose. That was not that I know we're getting like slightly less serious about stuff, but or slightly less silly about stuff.
Dude, you
But,
can
like,
get serious here.
But like I remember I was working a temp job and it was all these people that was like an insurance filing place and it was everybody sitting there for their 40 or 50 hours and be like, all right, Friday, we're going to get fucked up. Saturday, we're going to try and recover, maybe get fucked. Sunday, we're going to be hungover and sad. We got to go to work. And you're just going to do that forever.
And so it goes, and so it goes,
until
and so it
maybe
goes.
you retire
Yeah.
or die before you get to do that. And I was like, that's terrible math for life.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that that's not the math
Yeah.
that I'm operating on.
I feel the same way.
So I'd rather take a wild chance and fail early on.
Yeah.
Jobs are gonna you'll wind up somewhere. I was not a career focused college student, obviously.
Right.
So let me try this crazy thing. And then if I tried it and then it's like now you do 50 hours and that's your Fridays and your Saturdays. Like, all right, at least I know I gave it a shot.
That's what I said when I started. I was like, you're going to be pissed at yourself in 20 years if you didn't try it.
Yeah.
You're going to be the old person who's like, I always wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got sucked into the world of
I saw these
insurance.
guys coming up.
I knew I had it in me.
I just, it's just something else, man. I just, I love this. I love this.
Yeah.
I love the predictability.
I love my wife.
I got stability. I grill on the weekends.
We grill in the.
These guys don't have time to grill.
Yeah, I love that release from that schedule and the not like having to have that blowout night.
Well, and I'm not going to knock anybody that knew early on, like, man, I can't wait for this job thing to get locked down so I can then throw myself into like family and hobbies. They've already planned their lives around that component.
Different values.
Yeah, and I did not. I was like, this sucks. This place sucks.
Yeah.
That's a boss. Bosses suck.
Different values.
Coworkers suck. I had
always
a shit attitude is what it comes out to.
Oh yeah. I mean, blame me. I was always like that too. I worked in an office doing spots at night.
Yeah, I wasn't valuable to a company at any point.
No. I actually took value away from it.
Oh yeah. They're like, I think I'm gonna quit. They're like, well, if we fired you, we'd have to pay unemployment.
I know.
We just tried to make it miserable for you, so you'd leave.
Yeah, when I quit, they were like, "Yay!"
Yeah. Don't even worry about the 2 weeks. We've been covering your shit since you started here.
Brother, go.
You've been making more work for everybody, so just go ahead and get a jump start.
They locked me out of the intranet within 1 minute of resigning.
My key card stopped working when I just thought about quitting. Oh, we could tell. We were waiting.
They're like, we know, just leave.
We saw you drafting the email from your desk during work hours, by the way.
You love to do stand-up. You love to keep writing material. Seems like you write a lot of material. It seems like you were someone who was more motivated by doing stand-up and getting better at stand-up than everything else going on.
Yeah.
Is that a correct assumption?
It is a correct assumption. I think I did have this, like, I thought I wanted to be famous.
Maybe, are you not money motivated? Like, not in terms of...
Not to get more money, to pay bills.
Yeah.
Like...
But going back to like, I just don't want to work this lifestyle.
I'm money motivated is that I don't want to be broke or in debt.
Me too, yeah.
It's not about being rich. It's about not having anybody having anything over me financially.
Yeah. And so, and then also you can live a free life of...
That was my big, when I first made a little bit of money, my big splurge was paying off student loans.
Yeah.
That's how I partied.
Yeah. That's
It wasn't a new car.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know anybody, any money, and that rules.
Yeah.
Paying off credit cards every month.
Oh my God.
Is
paying bills.
The bigger flex than whatever car you could pull up. You could drive up in a Lamborghini. I don't give a shit.
Don't have a shit. Yeah.
Capital One hates me because they haven't made a single cent off me, and I got points from them. And it doesn't matter to them, but like I'm a deadbeat to credit card companies.
What? Yeah.
That makes me feel successful.
Agreed. Especially if you struggled early on and not knowing where your money was coming from in the future, paycheck to paycheck. Yeah. Now being on top of it is so empowering.
It rules. It's not like an outward. It's not an outward flex, but you're like,
it's like at home. You're like,
yeah.
Here's my laptop. I'm like, I just did that.
Mm-hmm.
See ya.
Knowing that, like, but again, it's that, like, if you based your life around, well, I'm going to make this much for 40 hours a week, and so I'm going to project that I'll make this much per year, and I'll buy a house that costs this much, and everything's tied to you still doing that amount of work or more. Yeah. Versus now, I'm like, I'm just going to keep taking as much work as I can because I love it.
Right.
checks come with it. Great. Put them over
cool.
there.
Yeah, it's a
That's
bonus.
great. But I still am going to keep doing this because I love doing it. And then you can look at like, oh, there's some money there.
Yes.
Maybe I can take a break for a minute.
That's how I feel.
Let's take a break.
Or maybe you can buy something you like.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I'll get stuff.
Yeah.
I've heard some people have stuff. Maybe I'll
said
buy
to
some
Caroline
stuff.
the other day, I was like, I always forget you can buy something. I got like the tiniest little TV.
I bought a whole house last year after
Insane.
being on the road for 15 years.
Insane.
Yeah.
You're a homeowner.
But I know, and it kind of sucks.
Did you feel...
Because like everything that goes wrong with it, I have to pay for.
Yeah, you can't get a landlord in there.
No, it's...
To fucking unclog your toilet.
That's a whole bit I
You
have
to
right
do
now. Nobody owns anything because death's real. So the idea of like, this is my house. And until you're worm food.
Yeah.
So what was the point?
Someone else is going to move in here and not even know your name.
Yeah, it doesn't, or the house, it doesn't matter. And now that like the whole thing is like, oh yeah, now if I clog my toilet, it's my toilet.
Yeah.
And there's something empowering about somebody you call a lord.
Yeah. Yeah, I know there is. It's very feudal.
Yeah.
It's feudalistic.
I'm like, excuse me, my liege.
Excuse me.
I bricked this fucker out last night. So if you want to lay down your scepter for the afternoon, I could really use over here.
The outhouse is out.
Yeah. It's like, I know you're a lord and I'm just a peasant, but we feel equal right now.
Yes.
You're the one with my shit all over your hands.
Yes. Yeah, we're equal. We both shit.
Yeah. Look at us being the common people today.
Oh, plebes.
But I just was like, all right, I did that thing. And it's not a fancy house, not a big house. It needs a lot of work, but it's
whatever.
But it's my thing. It's my
own something.
I also had enough security at the 46 to be like, oh, maybe I can do something relatively permanent.
Yeah.
Like buy a house because your life, it's freeing, but it's also terrifying.
Yeah, it's
like,
scary.
can I afford that? Will they like me next year? Will they like me next year? So you're still falling in the same trappings of a day job.
It
of
is.
Like, but it's not like, oh, I filled out the forms.
There's
on
more
time.
ownership. There's more ownership of it. And you're creative, so your work is ultimately
and you should
fine.
you should be paranoid.
And you should be paranoid whether or not you buy a house.
Day. Yeah.
Whether or not you buy a house, you should be like, hey, what's going on next year?
Fear's a good motivator.
You know, I agree.
Do you get terrified?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Hell yeah.
All the time.
Do you
everything,
like it?
Of everything.
Do you like it? Do you think like that's what keeps you going?
Sometimes it can be hindering in terms of my growth on stage.
Yeah.
I feel. Because I feel I get overwhelmed with, what is everyone, because the internet right now is comments. You can see everything in it. Everyone's such a comedy head now too. Everyone's such a comedy head. Not even on my comments, just everything.
No, they're all experts.
The dialogue is
They're
on stand up
experts.
right now. When I started in 2016, so I'm not like an old head, but it's like, even when I started, it was like, I told my mom I was doing comedy. She knew 3 names.
Yeah.
And we weren't under a microscope. It was like dirty. I felt, and this was 2016. It was like, I was like, felt starstruck by the dirtiness of the clubs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grungy, like nothing was on the internet.
Crimes happen here.
Crimes, like coke crimes.
Yeah.
The clubs in New York, I'd be like, Dangerfield, this is weird.
Everything feels like The Dirt by Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Like everything's lascivious.
Everything, and I felt sneaky. I felt like, ah.
Yeah.
And all the comics, we would judge each other hard, and you were motivated by having better jokes because if someone did really well, you'd be like, well, fuck Pedro. Like, it wasn't even that good, and he's like one of the guys. But then if you do well, you're like, yeah, I'm good at comedy.
It
was
you
different.
can get 100 comments that like, you're the best. Like, but if you one comment, you suck. Like, well, fuck this guy. This guy knows nothing.
Yes.
And I better look at their profile for 5 hours today and then find out their interests are stupid. And let's type a comment, but delete it. But let's type a comment, but delete it because if you know that they exist, they won already. But if I say this, they'll understand that they're being cruel. And it's like, I think I'm just gonna throw my phone in the toilet. I think, like, why do we know?
And why are we hearing everything that everyone has to say about everything we've ever done?
I said that was, Zoltan Kazis. He's a comic in New York.
Zoltan,
the only guy named Zoltan.
Where's my car? Yes, I've heard this name. I think
he's phenomenal, but I forget. Like it was in a comment on one of his videos, but it was a video about people freaking out, and I was just like, like the comment section are the visible lesions of social media as a disease, like
lesions,
how it's eating. Well, there's a gross thing we can put in there. I don't know. I don't know why you looked at camera when I said lesions.
I don't know. I just agreed.
Lesions. Legions, folks.
I'm an active listener. If you haven't seen by my eye, I'm listening so hard that my blood is falling out.
I have comments, and they're up to here.
Legions. Legions of skanks. So it's a whole thing. Yeah, I don't know. So, and then also, I got to get off Reddit because Reddit is also like, you'll be on.
Are we the same person
maybe,
right now?
Right? Are you on?
I don't participate in it.
I don't participate.
But
I just
read
open
it and,
and I'll see like
you're misinformed. You're like, this is not. These are either not real people or 11-year-olds.
Yes. Well, you know what I did recently? I got a subscription to Apple News so that if I go on my phone, I'll pull up the news instead of Reddit.
I tried to replace it with Nextdoor.
Oh no, not next door.
I put app blockers.
Not next door.
I put app blockers from 10 to 10.
Yes.
To 10 p.m. and I just skip it all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I need my fix on something. And it's like Nextdoor has been my Nicorette because of where I live. It's so benign.
What are they saying?
And
we say where
it's
you live?
Portland. Yeah, it's
Bleep
Portland.
it out if you get nervous.
No, I mean that's a big enough city.
Okay, yeah.
It's just I saw some children,
Right.
and I don't think they were Girl Scouts, but they were selling Girl Scout cookies, and I want to just know if they're legitimate Girl Scout cookies or if this is some sort of knockoff. I'm like, this is not the same at all, but all right. A lot of missing dogs and cats, a lot of found dogs and cats. I'm like, ooh, let me go back. Maybe that's the one that was missing, and I can be.
Yeah, you can be
the
helpful.
Spots don't match on that. Then I'm getting invested in that cat's. I think that cat's gone, honey. It's been 3 weeks. You gotta stop posting. It's coyotes. I'm sorry.
It's over. It's over.
Yeah, and I'm like devastated.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
So that's what I try to use.
I don't know. I'm nervous about the Girl Scout cookies. I hope they don't have anthrax in them.
Yeah. I think Mazzei, well, they're your boys selling them, unless that's what we're coming to now. Is that they're letting boys. They're letting boys in the Girl Scouts
right.
now.
Girl, boy, what is it to me?
I wanted to go to a community meeting in LA because I had a lot of coyotes in the neighborhood where I lived at. And the way everybody would argue about coyotes is the same way people would argue about immigrants. Oh and I wanted to call out the subtext because we're like, well, these coyotes, they're coming in here, they're messing with our pets and with our families. And listen, I know they lived here before, but now we live here and this is our, and then, well, the coyotes were here long before we came here and this is their inherited land and we're the one intruding on them. And I just wanted to roll into one of the town meetings like, we mean Mexicans, right? We're talking about Mexicans, right? Let's just stop beating around the bush.
Hey, just say you want to build the wall.
Just to watch both sides go, what? No,
coyote.
I mean, coyote.
Coyotes, taking over our neighborhoods.
Yeah, I just thought I know what you guys are saying. I know the argument that nobody here is racist, but the way you're talking about coyotes, you're kind of racist.
Yeah. I've been to a couple meetings in Brooklyn. I used to live in Red Hook, Park Slope area in Brooklyn, and the families were screaming about zoning laws.
Oh man,
and the schools and how the zoning laws would affect where their kids go to school.
You don't pay attention to any of that shit when you rent because I might not be here in 6 months. And I bought a house. All of a sudden, every pamphlet that comes in my mail. Well, okay, that does. Now they're going to start working on the power lines at the end of the road. That's going to divert traffic up here. But this isn't built for two ways with school children crossing. So I'm going to have to go to a meeting about that.
Hey, honey, they said something else too about the school buses being updated.
Yeah. Now, I agree with the electric school buses, but that's going to put more money on my tab.
I know. Well, that's what I said. I mean, how much of a difference is an electric school bus going to make?
I hung out with people who did needle drugs. I've been on tour buses.
Yes.
What the fuck happened?
Yes, and now you're arguing about Girl Scouts on next door.
10 years ago, and I didn't. Now
I know. I think you defeated some sort of
I don't want to be that guy,
but you've been through some stuff.
Yeah, listen.
I was supposed to die, you know.
I'm trying. I really want to be the guy that lives in the neighborhood that doesn't have kids, but the teenager's like, nah, he seems cool.
Yeah. You're out on the porch. What's up, guys? Keep it cool.
Guys want to come over, let you have half a beer, play on the mini tramp if you want.
Yeah.
Don't tell your dads.
They're like, Mr. Kinane's actually kind of weird.
Call me the director. What was the good title I had before?
The Doctor of the Underworld.
Call me the Doctor of the Underworld.
Yes.
Mr. Kinane's my father. Huh? Call me the Doctor of the Underworld.
Okay.
Paint it on my garage door because I can.
You live there with your girlfriend? You live there with your girlfriend?
Yeah, we got an apartment in LA and I have a house in Portland, so we go back and forth. Oh yeah, I'm all over the place.
What the you go to LA so you can have meetings, break bread with the agents.
If your name's on the Comedy Store, you can't live away for. It's like Airbnb rules. If your name's written on the Comedy Store, you have to at least spend at least 30% of your year.
Literally avoiding taxes and
I feel it's like a volunteer firefighter. I got to live within a certain mileage to get called in.
I'll be there. Can I hop on a flight right now?
You got a whole bus of Lithuanian tourists just got dropped off. We need you, buddy. We need you in here.
We got a bachelorette party. We're gonna need you in 5.
We're calling everybody in a 20-mile radius.
I've only performed at the store once. Maybe they'll have me again. We'll see.
I don't perform there much, but my name got on the wall.
Your name's on the wall, so you can just walk in there at any time and get your dick sucked. Should we play another segment?
Yeah, right. I had a rebuttal to that, but all right.
That's why I cut it off. Sorry, it's my podcast.
Counterpoint. Counterpoints don't exist. Anyway, next segment.
This next segment is called Gout and About.
All right.
What is that? What is that all about?
Let's talk about my ailments.
Oh. This next one is called Have You GERD? The GERD is a word. Everyone here wants to talk about your gout. Everyone here wants to talk about your gout. Well, they were wondering if you could point it out on this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Where your gout and your GERD is affected.
So what happens?
This is called anatomy.
Which camera are we working with here? Okay,
they're all on.
So gout. It's a
now gout.
Now.
Right, a gout now.
GERD,
Your funk so brother. Check it. Gout now.
Gout now. It happens. It usually occurs in the toes because it's the furthest away from the heart because it's a circulation.
You're kidding me.
You have things called purines. I believe they're in your blood, and if you don't have good circulation, they will crystallize in your joints.
Really?
You feel like tiny pieces of glass
in
your joints.
And you first felt it in your toes?
Yeah, I felt like I woke up like somebody broke my foot in my sleep. So I'd be in the big toe down there.
And you said, what's that about?
And then I was like, I didn't know what it was. So for a long time, I was just going to like get x-rays because I thought I did something cool. Like broke
How long,
my
a few months or a year?
Skateboarding. What's that?
How long time?
Like years.
Oh, years.
I was just like
years.
every couple months, my foot would hurt.
Got it.
Real bad, and I couldn't walk for a while.
I don't like that.
Couldn't walk for a few days, and then it would move to the ankles, and sometimes the knees.
All at once.
Yeah, it's moved there. Sometimes I get it in my arms.
Ew, hate it.
And it feels like people shattered my bones.
Oh my god, I hate that.
Yeah.
Does painkillers help or no?
Segment.
What?
Dude, no, you know what helps?
You brought that sign here because you wanted to talk about your gout.
Yeah, I did. I've been carrying this around.
Trying to
5 other podcasts today, waiting. I wish somebody would ask me about my medical knowledge. You know, I went to school for 7 years.
I know you've been begging to talk about your gout and your GERD.
Yeah,
gout and GERD.
Yeah,
it's a designer store in London.
I do.
Are you going to Gout and Get tonight?
It sounds like a vegan restaurant that makes heatless bread or something.
Yeah. Yes, it does. Okay, so it spreads up.
We just concentrate positive vibes on the yeast until it rises.
Yeah. Positive vibes. We just play some tunes for it.
Thought that on that yeast.
What's the cause of gout? Just random?
Too much beer. Too much barbecue foods.
Just like general.
But if it's hereditary, and I don't know, I can't think anybody. Maybe people who had it in my family maybe died already before, like you knew they had gout. So I think maybe there's a side of my family that had it, but they all died. Now GERD's in the esophagus. GERD is more of an indigestion, and that's I don't have medicine for that. I just will sometimes have a weird gurgling coughing fit that is attractive.
Gurgling.
Pretty much gurgling. That's esophageal. That's going to be up here.
I apologize. Did you go to an ear, nose, and throat doctor for that?
And I do look like this when I have it because I'm like, not this again.
You're like,
I'm just real bummed. This guy's like, man, I feel great.
Yeah, that's you without GERD and
all my
gout.
skin and everything's gone. Yeah, I'm in a great mood. Oh, my fully realized physical form. I am bummed out.
You're literally like, I cannot believe this.
I'm still shaped like this.
Why am I on vacation and my GERD is spiking?
I thought I wished more hair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, oh my God. And no, there's no medicine for that.
I'm so sorry about that. Do you lose your voice frequently because of your GERD?
I mean, what am I losing with this? You know, it just sounds more like me.
I know.
That's in good shape.
I've been losing my voice lately. I've been losing my voice lately.
You shouting? You getting at it?
I think on stage, I've been exchanging my.
Oh, you're doing like bits and stuff that are
I
all
think
over
maybe
the
I'm
place?
getting more like involved into my speaking and stuff.
Dude, I
A
always.
little bit more active and
Do you ever get sad when you find out like rock and rollers that you think were just like all about like they're like vocally training backstage?
Yeah.
Like oh man, I bet Guns N' Roses was crazy. You realize backstage, like I go see punk bands, like they're punk band, drinking whiskey, and there's guy like la 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 la. I'm like, oh okay, yeah, I guess.
red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red. Speak the speech, I pray you. Tip of the tongue, teeth in the lips. All right, let's rock.
That's good. Shit.
Oh, thanks. Sorry, I blacked out. What happened?
That was really good. I know that's like an exercise, and it's but like to be able to do that.
Oh, thanks.
I transposed.
I did like barely theater in high school.
Do you ever have a moment on stage? I lately have like, I don't think it's like Alzheimer's or long COVID or anything. I've been transposing letters.
Okay.
Like, oh, this glass is round. I'm like, oh, this rass is glound. What? I'm like, oh, like what? Why?
Yes.
Why?
This has happened to me before.
And it's happening like kind of a lot lately.
Interesting.
And this is where you think you're being fun on a podcast. And this is where a comment is like, oh, it's actually called like Schludenfloyd's disease. And you should really go get it checked out.
Yeah.
Because if you catch it early, you'll only have to be in a wheelchair for the last 50% of your life.
Some random thing, some random side note you make. They're like, I would actually take a look. I think you have an aneurysm.
There's always a Dr. House. There's always Dr. House in the
Dr. House
comments.
in the house.
Actually, you might want to get that looked
It's a
at.
fat guy in his mom's basement.
Yeah, that could be a tumor. Because I watched it on House, and that's what that guy had.
And House is real. House is a documentary. Okay, this segment is called Kinane in the Membrane. We want to know what your brain is up to.
What that brain up to?
What that brain do? Do you go to therapy?
I messed around with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have like anxiety or anything?
It didn't take.
Or like
probably.
You're so normal.
No,
You don't
everybody's
have,
got everything.
But you have are you like neurotic? You have like, oh.
I mean, this is the best my nails have looked in a while.
You're a nail biter.
Oh yeah, I didn't have thumbnails up until maybe 4 years ago.
Okay, so
like legitimately, like I bit them that they were just warped,
just a habit,
walnut shells, and they're like actually. I don't have to hide my thumbs. Like I'm constantly trying to do the trick to people. I'm just like, no, I just chewed parts of my body. I think I've eaten enough cuticles that I should have the cannibal disease. So I think I have what I'm answering the question.
No, I just didn't know we had Army Hammer in the building.
Yeah, but it's my own body. Can you get the cannibal disease if it's your own bits?
Self-cannibalism. Auto-cannibalism is what we call it.
Auto-cannibalism.
Yeah, like
how do you want to die? I'm going to eat myself. You should. I mean, somebody's doing it.
What?
Eating themselves.
Eat my own vagina?
No, I just was going, ew, gross. I meant their flesh. Wasn't? Why is everything sexual?
If I eat myself, you know where I'm starting.
Let me begin with the giblets.
I'm coming. Okay, so what is this? We're asking him questions about. It's like we're trying to see. We're in Kinane in the membrane. How does your brain work? How does your brain work? How does your brain work? So we're gonna ask you questions.
Oh, it's like a test to become an astronaut.
How's your brain work? Oh, how does your brain work? Literally. You're at a girl's house.
Stand on your head and do this Rubik's Cube. All right.
You're at
I'm at a girl's house to hook up.
Solving a Sudoku. And you're in an escape room. And you have 2 pills.
All rooms are escape rooms when you got anxiety.
You're telling me, brother.
Free bits. Who loves them, huh? Come on.
Especially the improv. You're at a girl's house to hook up and Caroline wrote these, not me. And you clog her toilet. What do you do? What do you do? Or anyone's house. You clog someone's toilet. Where do you go? What do you do? What's Kinane in the membrane? What is he doing? What do you do when you clog someone's toilet? Because I'll tell you what I do.
And
Deny.
But we can't deny it. If somebody lives alone and now there's a turd that's not there and there's in the toilet.
Gaslight.
Somebody must have, hey, you better check your valuables.
I would go.
I think somebody broke in here and took a shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't notice it for 20 minutes of being in your bathroom.
Right. I'd be like, Yeah, I wasn't in the bathroom. I was in your bedroom doing stuff.
I think that's a version of like if you love something, let it go, and if it returns, it's meant to be. It's like I clogged up your shitter. If that is a deal breaker for you, fine. If it isn't, what are you doing tomorrow?
Right. Whoa. Cute.
Yeah.
What are you doing tomorrow? Let's bring this shit out.
Yeah.
So
Let me.
cute.
I'll stay. I'll fix it, but just
Right.
let you know that's why I'm in here,
Right.
and we're gonna
Right.
miss the movie,
Yeah.
or I can deal with it when we get back.
You're on a date with a girl. She says her number one thing in her life, number one thing to consume and do and follow is Taylor Swift. What do you say?
I'm too old for you.
They're old
She
women.
is 46. She's 46. And she's cool. But she's going to talk about Tay-Tay a lot.
Would she acknowledge that I am not about it, or
She'd
is
be like,
she
no,
have
you
to,
have
do
to.
I
You
have,
have
to be
to.
into
And
it?
when you're in the car, she always plays it. She's like, and then you play music you think is cool. Like, what music would you play for a girl that you think is really cool?
Oh, my music.
What's a band
is-
you love?
The stuff I like and the stuff other people like don't match
What
up.
do you like?
real
What
often.
do you like?
Like the least aggressive weird stuff would just be like old reggae music or something.
Oh, I did not know you were going to say that.
Bob Marley.
Yeah.
But like
Don't worry.
deeper cuts, not
About
not
Barrington
frat bro
Levy.
shit, like
Two
legit.
little birds.
All right, well, see, he's blowing up in my face. Just trying to be honest with your questions.
No, come on.
Biting
tell
me
us
in the
what
ass
music-
right
oh,
now.
come on.
I just did, and you mocked me to my face.
I was trying to be funny and singing. Are we fighting?
There's other reggae.
Okay.
Jesus,
Oh,
expand
well,
your
say it.
horizons.
I was trying to be funny.
Is Taylor Swift? Every song I hear that I don't recognize, I assume is Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Because for the longest time, turns out I'm a Bruno Mars fan because every time I'm just in a store, I'm like, this song's pretty good. I Shazam
it's-
it. Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars.
I'm like, I can't act like I don't like Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars.
When 5 songs on my Shazam are just Bruno Mars. And now I hear a song. I assume it's either Drake or Taylor Swift if it's a song I don't know. Because I
True.
couldn't tell you one of their songs. No, the Shake It Off song I liked.
Yeah, me too.
I stay out too late.
That's great tune. I'm sure the rest of it's good.
Yeah.
Given being a dedicated 100% follower of anything is
That's where the
weird.
That's where the weirdness is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it could be. It doesn't have to. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'd be like, that's a weird thing that
Yeah.
should find something else in your life.
You need variety. What kind of who are some of your favorite reggae bands and artists?
I just put on the super old mixes on Spotify. And I'm trying to taper off of being all punk rock and heavy metal all the time because like sometimes I like to relax. I found that out.
Right.
And it's hard to relax when every song on every playlist is like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, okay, no, maybe not today. Maybe today we're just sitting on the porch. Maybe we need something like a
I'm the
like,
same way, but with,
bum, brr, bop, and then here we go. Okay, this is the cruise I want to be on. today.
yes, steel drums.
Yeah.
Skiddly
Skiddly-bop.
bop.
Whoa, diddly, diddly, whoa. And the fact that like I don't know what they're saying, and then they're not saying anything.
Yeah, that's
Like,
the
oh,
thing.
they're just making noises like Muppets. Oh yeah, I'm on board with this.
Have you been to a tropical place?
Yeah,
Where?
I've been in Hawaii
Oh.
several times. It's awesome. Mexico, Jamaica, the Keys.
Are you a surfer?
I want to be a surfer. Can I tell? I grew up in the Midwest, and for some reason, surf movies
So cool.
like. Me and my sister would like talk in surf lingo. Looking back on it, didn't realize it, but we just watched all like black comedy specials. So we would either do like Sinbad and Tommy Davidson bits to each other or
Davidson.
talk like guys from surf movies.
Like,
What's up? Bunch of howlies. Bunch of kooks here, and like we're at Thanksgiving. My only to make my sister laugh. My grandmother sat down next to me. I was like, "Locals only, bro." And we're like little kids, and my sister's losing her mind. And Bill's like, "The fuck are you talking about?"
Locals only.
Like, sorry, locals only, bro.
Go catch your own wave.
yeah.
We don't know you.
Nobody listens to Turtle. Like I know.
Hey, dude, you got to get out of here. None of us know you.
Yeah. And my cousin who lives in
I
California.
love drama on a surfboard.
They hate each other. They're so mean.
Well, you got to go.
They are
You
mean.
stake my leash, bro? Nah, cool. Snaking my leash, bunch of kooks.
Yeah.
Gonna rumble in the parking lot.
Whoa, yeah.
We're meeting down at Hula's tonight for a barbecue. You gonna be there?
My kid
with
sister.
Don't bring that howling. All right. Yeah, I could do that all day.
All day. You're going to say something I
Oh
interrupted.
my cousin lives in California. He's been a surfer his whole life, and he's the most California
Yeah.
surfer. and he's the best, and he's so hyped. He's stoked about everything.
Yeah.
He calls me bro and cuz in the same sentence. Bro, cuz we are gonna hit these waves. It is
So
gonna
happy.
be solid gold.
So
I'm
happy.
stoked. And I just feel great after being around him.
Yeah.
And I said I was gonna learn how to surf. 17 years in California. I tried it like twice. The only time I was up on a wave was my cousin pushed me into a wave, and I couldn't even enjoy it because I was wearing glasses at the time, so I left him on the beach, so it was just blurry.
You're like,
Yeah, I couldn't see. Now that I've lived back there part time, I swore that I was gonna catch at least one wave.
yes.
And so I desperately want to catch one wave.
It looks so fun.
Yeah.
I wish I had any sort of activity like that looks thrilling that you're good at. Like, I wish I was like good at skiing, snowboarding, surfing. It looks so fun to be good at. Can't do it now though. I would tear up my knee.
I do that stuff, but I'm awful at it.
Right.
I still have skateboards and
Yeah.
BMX bikes and mountain bikes,
Dude.
and I'm bad at all of it. And that's what's great is like at least so comedy's the thing I worry about being good at, and I put all my like if it goes well, I feel
Yeah.
good. So I'm completely free to suck at this other stuff
Yeah.
with no pressure.
None.
It's 100% enjoyment, and it's so important to have that stuff. Like
Oh yeah.
it doesn't matter if I'm good. The only thing that I'm doing this for is to make myself happy.
Yeah.
And so I think no matter what you do in life,
Anything.
something that you're just going to allow
Gotta
yourself
have a no stakes activity.
just paint
Yeah.
awful pictures.
Literally.
Who cares? Buy a musical instrument and suck at it.
Suck.
Put
no
some
one cares.
soundproofing up and just wail on a saxophone that you
Wail.
don't have any lessons
I have a keyboard
for.
with headphones in.
Yep.
No one can hear.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like then I moved to a house instead of an apartment. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I can make all this noise.
Yes, you can make so much
I
noise.
got drums and guitars and all that
Nice.
And
Nice.
I'm just bad at all
You
of
can
it.
get a band with the neighborhood. Post on next door. Oh, I want to get a band together.
Do you? Does anybody have any young kids interested in music? Because I am sadly childless, but I have instruments in a soundproof room. Oh wait, that came
Yes.
out wrong.
You guys want to come hang out with the dinks? Okay, this one says you take shrooms and shit your pants in a public place. What do you do?
Same thing I did last time, I guess. No, I never. Why are you doing shrooms in a public place?
I don't know.
This question's bad.
Okay, babe, you
What
take
amateur
shrooms, you
wrote
take
the
shrooms.
who's never? Have you done shrooms before
We yes, we
in public?
yes.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
I mean, the
no.
one time I did them in public, and it was in Iowa City at a bar, and I was freaking out, and I found one open space at a crowded college bar, and it turned out I leaned exactly on a digital dartboard that people were playing.
Oh no.
So finally I could relax. I looked over, there's people just holding darts pointing
my
at my
God.
face like, what
my
the
God.
fuck are you
Yeah.
doing? I'm like, I gotta get out of here. And I just ran out into like wherever there was an open field. I found some tweaker, like some homeless
Oh my
guy
God.
on a bench, and I just talked to him for a while.
Wow. Yeah, that's with shrooms. I just want to talk.
Yeah.
I just want to talk.
Really?
Yeah.
I am just gone. We go out to the desert, and I'm like, you guys
Yeah.
know my routine.
Yeah.
I'll put on a brightly colored shirt so you can see me, but I'm
Right. I can do either. I
I'm
can
gonna
do either.
be on a hill or in a ditch or something. I'm not gonna be around anybody.
I can do
So,
either.
Yeah, I was in a hammock I think for 7 hours last time,
Yes.
having the time of my life.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We took shrooms on New Year's
Yeah.
and
Oh no.
no, because we were
Too
in
many
no, we were in a house fire.
Yeah.
I know. I fought in roast battle.
yeah. Did I go to Vietnam? What happened?
No, but I was laying in a big bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Every noise, the room was playing tricks on me. It
You did it indoors.
was a big
Bold-
cozy. But it was
bold
winter.
move.
It was a winter trip.
No, I go pretty classic with like a desert.
I'm new
or
to
woods.
shrooms.
Oh yeah.
I'm new to shrooms, yeah. It was fun to take all of those at once. Like first
Yeah.
big mega trip. Like
Oh really?
yeah.
We did in the summer too. Like,
Yeah, we did in the summer, but this
Mm-hmm.
one was like things are vibrating. I'm thinking things. I didn't have control of my face. Like my
Yeah.
tongue was like I was pulling my tongue out. Like I felt like a cuckoo clock.
Oh, you had a good one then.
It was good. Yeah, I was like
Oh, I had a,
it's not.
that's see, that's why I don't want to do acid because I could still have bad roll. Like I don't do mushrooms all the time. It's like a once a year kind of thing.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, I had a bad go,
Right.
and it's at least the only thing that kept. I thought I broke my brain. I couldn't stop thinking of the next thought,
Right. Yes.
Oh.
and I was
Yes.
like, oh, like this couch is red. Red is this other color. Remember when you saw this
It
color
doesn't
red, like
stop.
this free association?
Yeah.
And I was torturing myself.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't slow it down.
Yes.
And I was like, well, if this is how I am forever, I'll have to kill myself.
I know.
And so then
It
I
doesn't
went into
stop.
that place.
Yes.
And
okay. Dark.
and it was a real bad, but I'm like,
Dark.
you only got 4 or 5 hours.
Yes.
So I
you have
kept
to.
looking at I'm like, it's been 3 minutes.
I
No,
know.
no.
Fuck. You have to talk to yourself through it. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're probably fine. You're fine.
Yeah,
Am I fine?
I broke off from everybody. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to bum out everybody else's thing.
Yeah.
Like I know
Yeah.
I'll get through it, but right now it sucks. But then this last time we were out in the desert and I can't articulate it.
And you
It's like
can't even articulate
all the
it.
silly, like
Yeah.
everybody does mushrooms now and everybody's got
Yeah.
their bit about, remember when this happened? Like trying to retell somebody a mushroom trip is like, don't.
And
It's
at
like you're
the
telling me a
time-
dream.
At the time you're there and you're like, this
Yeah.
is so real. I'm gonna tell everyone about this. And
But
then
I
the next
can't-
day you're like, it was
fun.
we were like,
Yeah.
we were like rolling on the ground. Next day we were like, so what time should we head out?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, maybe it was just for us. Whatever happened to you was good for you.
Yeah. And there was other people there who didn't do shrooms, and we were just like, "Man, I'm driving home.
Oh yeah, you can't explain to them.
Can't even explain.
I had a good 2 weeks after. I'm like,
Yeah.
anytime I was getting bothered, I'm like, remember Mushroom Kyle?
Me
I'm
too.
like, man, Mushroom Kyle was the best.
Me too.
And I try to get back into Mushroom
Me
Kyle.
too.
Like,
Yeah.
none of this is really important.
Yeah.
None of this is actually upsetting. The grander scheme of things, everything's
Yeah.
peaceful.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I should be doing this more often.
Well, we should go back to shrooms, Kyle.
Yeah. Anyway, the
right.
shit in the pants
That's
thing. If I'm on that
oh,
kind
yeah.
of
Oh yeah.
if I'm on that kind of trip, who cares?
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
You'll probably be like, ooh.
Yeah. What? What? Take all my clothes off. I was probably gonna do that anyways. Here we go.
All right, sound good. They're off. You order food delivery and the delivery guy spills your shit everywhere.
Everything I wrote was so disgusting.
Dirty bird.
Low-hanging
What do you do? Insane.
Like he
Kinane in the membrane.
spilled it after and then left. What's the context of the spilling stuff? Like he just
don't
in
know.
front of me drops it and is like,
Ryan-
anyway, go fuck yourself.
Ryan
Like,
was
what?
talking about that happening to him, and it was just like,
Okay, yeah, how mad? It's
How-
Kinane in the membrane. What goes through your brain? What
But-
goes through your brain?
But I'm saying like, so I just pick it up, and there's food all over the place, and there's nobody took any responsibility for it.
I don't
That's why I don't use those I won't use DoorDash.
go.
I don't believe in it.
There you go. That's what I was getting at.
Boom. He
Yeah.
lives in
You like-
I will not use DoorDash or Uber Eats unless it's dire.
Right.
Right.
There you go.
I'll use a place that has the delivery person works for the restaurant because you know you're going to get it in decent shape because there's recourse.
You call them directly.
Yeah. Hey, your guy, Tony, fucked this up.
Yeah, he's
Oh, we're going to yell at Tony. I don't like this third party that has no accountability
Yeah.
is now responsible for something for food I'm going to eat. Don't trust it. Oh, also it'll cost twice as much as your original order. I don't fuck with it at all.
It's so much money.
Yeah, that's why, and that's
And
why
plastic.
I'd blame myself for using one of those services.
Wow.
If
Okay.
exactly what happens, I expect to happens, I'd be like, well, this is why I
Wow.
don't use this stuff.
Wow, that's a good answer.
I mean, it's not real funny. I just
No, dude,
I won't use those
You
things.
don't have to be funny. We're on podcasts. We're serious. We're usually really serious here. We have hot takes on, like
Is it?
Trump and like the economy. This one says
You know those two things.
you're offered free pints of beer by your big-breasted friend. What do you say?
What do you say? What setup is this?
I thought you were sober. Didn't you tell me?
I need to monitor the. We thought you were sober.
I thought you were sober
you were
and
sober.
gay. Oh, we're gonna see what
feel
you're
like-
all about. We thought you weren't cool and we're a gay dude. So anyway, that's how we wrote these questions.
I don't know. Someone here thought you were sober and gay. So what goes through your membrane when you're offered free pints of beer by your big-breasted friend?
If you're sober and you're like trying not to.
Yeah, you're trying not to drink. You're not sober because you don't use that word, but you're
What
I'm
do
trying
the,
not
what
to
do the
drink.
boobs have to do with
Because you're like, you know what I mean?
what
Don't answer.
what kind of base level fucking knuckle dragging dickhead do you think I am? Oh,
don't know.
boobs made me go against my values. What are you?
I don't know. Caroline, what are these?
What if your big-breasted friend had the nuclear briefcase, had the nuclear football, and you could eliminate China? So it'd mean like 2 billion people die, but the U.S. economy is stable for the next 500 years. But don't forget her tits are huge. Like, what are you doing?
Do you have an answer, Mr. Kinane? Mr. Kinane, you have
I'm gonna
1
drink
minute.
some free beer.
Okay, sounds good. I'm
gonna look at my friend's eyes because I'm respectful, and I'm gonna say thanks for this free beer.
Right.
You didn't have to.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not gay. No, I have to say that
Heard that one before.
to fix that bit.
Yeah, you live in Portland, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gay as fuck. I'm joking.
Oh. I didn't know that's what happens.
It's trying to be funny, but
Explains a
I don't know
lot.
that. Before,
Explains a lot.
before we move on to our hotline, which we do have, we have a caller who wants to talk to you. We have a few final questions for Kyle Kinane. Did we miss anything that you wanted to talk about? We touched on a lot of
I
issues
think we
today.
covered a lot of bases.
Oh, I saw you in a movie. I saw you in a movie.
Is it a movie that I knew was being made?
I saw you in a movie. It was
Or
called
was-
House on the House.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was in a movie once.
You were good in it.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
The hot 30 seconds of fame.
No, there's more. You had a few lines. You were like a character. There's something else we saw you in.
I did stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
funny.
yeah, I was in
You
Funny
were Funny
People.
People.
That was a long time ago.
Funny people.
What was cool about Funny People, it was about stand-up comedy, and they had all these stand-ups that they had
Yeah.
like kind of auditioned for being like, they thought they might use like more live stand-up in it. And then so every comic that was in LA at the time was somehow being in the background of Funny People. So if you watch that movie, Judd Apatow still put everybody, like gave everybody, he's like, I know these comics are all coming from day jobs. I'll put them in the movie somehow.
Got it.
So the guy that I'm paparazzi with in Funny People, the guy with me is Dan Harmon.
Got it.
He did all right.
Got it.
Yeah, he created Rick and Morty and Community.
Community's
And,
funny.
Yeah, he did a lot
Yes.
more than I did since then.
What?
But it
Are
was
you kidding me?
but it was
You put out 19,000 hours of material.
yeah.
Do you sit down and write in a notebook?
Not really. There's
Oh.
notes in my phone now.
And you
I
just say it
can't
on
write-
stage?
If I write the whole joke out, it's stupid.
Right.
Like if you look at your stuff, if I look at it on a screen, I'm like, oh, this is the least funny thing that anybody. I'll burn my
Right.
computer before
I know.
anybody finds this.
I know if you look at your joke right
But
now.
if it's a word,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, pears are funny. Like, oh, I'll figure it out.
Right. Genius. I'm going to start working like that.
And that was a joke I forgot that I told about how pears have fat asses. And like if I write down that whole joke, like this guy's mentally ill.
Right.
But if I
You
say
can't
it with
write
a
that.
microphone, this guy knows what
Right.
he's talking about.
Yeah. You also get flagged by the government. If you
Yeah,
write
yeah.
that.
I don't want
Yeah.
hard copies of
Right.
these thoughts, of these manifestos that
So then it's just pears, gout, food poisoning.
Yeah, just a grocery list of yeah.
Well, I very much
Ailments.
related to your food poisoning bit about, it's like a bank heist gone wrong
Oh man.
because when it wants to come out, it'll come out.
Yeah, I don't think I've had pasta primavera.
Right?
I don't even know why I got that in the first place.
I don't think I would ever get that.
The fuck, nobody ever orders that.
Yeah. The waitress goes, okay.
But I think I was also like, you can't fuck this up. It's pasta and it's vegetables.
Right.
Where's the risk?
Right.
It was probably just on the floor to begin with.
Yeah.
Get the shovel. Let's go over
Yeah.
the pasta primavera.
Pasta primavera is just the scrapings.
We got to go to the noodle trough.
of the fresh.
Table 10 wants to shit himself on his flight tomorrow.
Well, we went to a restaurant on New Year's before we ate the shrooms, and Caroline got some weird ass oily noodle dish with like sun dried tomatoes and broccoli rabe. Like then we were on shrooms, and I was laughing at the noodle.
And they like,
I was like, it was so weird.
it was nasty. Nasty ass.
Anywho, before we wrap up, we always get one hotline call.
All right.
Now we have a hotline. It's called the FUPA hotline, Fucked Up People Anonymous. And they
Okay.
call and they confess to something fucked up that they did.
Okay.
Pretty crazy.
All right.
Pretty crazy stuff. I don't know if you can handle it. I know you're softy.
Ready?
Let's give it a go.
All right. Do you want to pick it up? Say thanks for calling the FUPA hotline.
Thanks for calling the FUPA hotline. Christopher speaking.
So one time One time, I called a little bit ago. I've always been into horses. Tell me what's going on. And I've always been into horses my whole life. And one time I went out and the horse was dead.
Oh.
And I had to take it to a hospital to get it tested. And it was my first date with my boyfriend, and I asked if he wanted to come with me to drop the foal off. And
we know it's
we had it in the back of my Hummer. So it was like an enclosed car with a foal in the back. And so my first date with my current boyfriend was with a dead horse in the back of my Hummer. And so, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, that was her music. She must have been in her car.
I better lighten the mood. Here's some
Okay.
Czechoslovakian techno.
Hey, all right. Kinane in the membrane. What would you do?
What? Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Is there advice?
I would like to
it seems
know
like she handled it.
Yeah, it's not. Usually we get confession. Like one time we got a confession that a woman put fiberglass in her husband's laundry so he would get itchy at work because he was cheating on her. So this is pretty mild.
You think this is mild?
Well, this is just a circumstance. That's like, oh, I did something nasty, but also that's pretty kind of sinister and a good one.
Yeah. It was
Also,
crazy.
you cheated on me. There's so many worse things that happen. Like, so I made him itchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, some ladies chop off dicks. You're just like, well, now you're uncomfortable.
Bob it. So you had a dead horse in your car. I mean, whatever.
Well, okay.
Crazy.
Oh, I don't think it's that crazy. No, I think she had to take the.
But if you're like,
She owns a horse. She had to go take it in.
yeah,
know, but-
if you're already like on a farm and a horse girl,
Yeah.
this is gonna be part of your life.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just not a horse.
Caroline's from city suburbs. She doesn't get it.
I don't get
She's
it.
never been on a farm.
Yeah. But she didn't. So she's already a gal that drives a Hummer.
Right.
Yeah.
I think this guy knew who he was going on a date with.
Yeah.
Something tells me this. She didn't pick him up in Midtown. Like,
No.
we got to take a detour
He's probably
upstate.
her cousin who lives down the street.
I got to haul 400 pounds of flesh in.
Yeah, I don't think he was some city slicking poet.
Why do you got it? So you have to test dead horses?
I didn't know that.
That was.
Maybe.
But if they test it, yep, it's dead. All right, I was pretty sure, but we should bring it in to make sure.
Maybe if it's like, a disease.
for the registry to know if there's a horse disease out there.
Yeah.
I feel like the horse,
I really don't give a shit about horses at all.
I don't think about them at all.
I really think like the fact that like, oh, this thing that's scared of its own shadow, let's use it as a vehicle.
Mhm. Yeah, let's ride
Like
it.
it makes no sense.
Let's ride. Let's put the cops on it.
Yeah. Cops should have this terrifying.
Yeah.
The cops need something that's more afraid than they are
Yeah.
to make them feel
Yeah,
strong.
one gunshot,
you
the
know?
horse will fucking throw you right off.
Yeah, and then, but all right, how about recreation where we brush them and they can still kick us in the sternum and paralyze us? Or let's race them, and if they just fall once, we shoot them in front of everybody.
Isn't that
Leave
nice?
them alone.
Yeah.
That's why people
Leave
shouldn't
'em
make
alone.
people should not make fun of horse girls because they're in relationships with the horses.
Yeah, they are.
He
They-
kicks
there
them
is
and
a
they're
hold.
like, they're there. She's like, they're there.
There is a
You
hold.
did it because you love me.
Yeah, you just don't understand it.
Yeah.
That's what, because I'll hike and I'll go bike and there's multi-use
Yeah.
trails, especially Southern California. Like
Yeah.
horses are there too. And if there's a horse,
Oh my God.
everybody has to like.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a foreign army's marching through. Like play dead, hide under other bodies.
Horse.
If this thing is that unpredictable,
Yeah, I
how
know.
is this? Why
Yes.
is this a symbiotic
Yeah.
relationship we all have to have?
Yeah. Why are we having movies where people are friends with horses?
Yeah, I just don't give a shit about.
I fell
the
off a horse
horses.
once.
Yeah.
Prime example. This is what happened. My friend had a horse. She's rich as fuck.
Yeah.
She was in Saratoga, so upstate New York a little bit, mid-state, I suppose.
Yeah.
We're outside winter. You know, it's like one of those upstate winters where there's like 2 feet of snow on the ground. And she's like, oh, whatever the fucking horse's name, Daisy, Maisie, whatever. All
A
the
horse
same.
name.
I'm like, you have a horse. That's insane. And so I'm on the horse and then snow falls off the roof and like something happens, like snow falls off the roof, like chaotically.
Just say something happens. That's all you have to say. Something happened, and then the horse lost its shit. A guy in Thailand blinked, and then the horse did a backflip while I was on it.
Literally.
I did a horseback ride once, and respect to horses. It was raining out. We were on a muddy trail on a hillside. We started to slide down the hillside, and I was on the horse.
Terrifying.
And I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
The horse kept me on there and slid. I was on the horse while it slid.
Terrifying.
And then we went into a lake.
What?
And the horse swam while I was on it.
Wow.
What?
And that part, I was like, credit to this particular horse right now for not losing its shit.
Just this one, though. Only this horse.
I got that one experience with one horse but then the rest of the time, if you've ever been in a stable,
yes,
it's like being in somebody's gun closet. Like, don't touch anything. Don't even assume that they're loaded at all times. Don't
point.
I'm going to tell you right now at your 3 o'clock, don't look. Do not look. Do not look. That's Daffodil. She has killed 3 men already.
Yes. She looks like a sweetheart, but she will pound you to the ground.
Yeah. Oh, where do we keep them? Out in the field where there's thunder and lightning. It's just PTSD all the time. I learned that horses, this was the quickest conversation I've ever heard that got to the point. I was in Denver. My girlfriend were there a day early for a wedding. We're at a bar where a buddy's band's playing. We're just getting drinks. And it's one of those things where we're like, oh, get a drink. Hey, how you doing? Hey, where are you from? Oh, we're not from here. You're from here? She's like, no, I'm from outside of town. I work in a barn. I work with horses. My girlfriend goes, why are horses so fragile? It seems like they die real easy.
Yeah.
And this girl goes, they can't throw up.
What?
If they get sick, they die because horses
me.
can't throw up. And I'm like, that was within 30 seconds. I found out horses die because they can't throw
You're
up.
kidding me.
Yeah.
That is very interesting information. So
Yeah.
when they get food poisoning, they get poisoned.
They get food death. Yeah.
That's interesting.
I don't know if they get food
Why
poisoning.
can't
It's
they
just
throw
hay.
up? Yeah. Well,
Well, they shit.
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
the time.
yeah, they probably suck it.
That's the thing too.
There's
Like,
probably bugs
pick
out
up
there
your
that-
dog shit, but a horse on the trail. Here you go. And that's because the dog poop contains chemicals because of the food. But
so it's my fault.
Yeah, here's
It's my fault for getting Purina.
here's 25 pounds of haystack right here.
Yeah, and a horse shit will last 20 feet.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good for the.
Yeah, it's good for the soil.
Remember going to a parade as a kid and just like, oh wait,
Dump. The horse, like,
it just smells
Massive.
like the sirens.
Yeah, it
a
smells.
fire truck up close for a long period of
Loud.
time sucks.
loud. Oh, a bass
Like,
drum of a marching band
the
hurts your
siren's on,
heart.
and I've been hearing this for a half hour.
Yeah.
and now it's horse shit.
Oh, and now I'm crying for no reason because I'm overstimulated.
Yeah. Why does the veteran in the back of that convertible look panicked?
Why is he the color of computer paper? Quick question. Quick question. Did you ever go to a parade and see the guys in the fez hats within their little
the
cars?
Shriners.
Yeah, the Shriners.
Those guys ruled.
Forgot about those. I marched in one parade because I did Irish step dancing. So
Oh, okay.
we did the Irish St. Patty's parade with big Irish sweaters on.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We took Irish step dancing in a bar where they smoked cigarettes inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, some sort of community lodge.
That's your heritage.
Yeah.
That's your heritage.
Yeah.
Is cigarette smoke and not growing past 5.5 feet.
Yeah, literally. Do you want to do one more or can we wrap it up? I feel like we've been going on for a long time.
We've been chit chattering.
Hey, thanks so much for coming.
Thanks for having me. Did you have fun?
Quick question. Did I have fun? Yeah.
Okay, good.
This was the best afternoon of my life.
You don't have to be
Why?
sarcastic.
You don't think so? I'm kind of an awkward interviewer, so I'm not really good at.
My questions were.
I know, like
terrifying.
KFC radio. He's
I
like,
was
well,
having
you
fun.
said before that and you mentioned that.
Listen,
I'm really bad at that.
I'm doing a lot of pivots today. All right,
I pivot like crazy. I can't keep it straight.
I've got all my
straight
girl
line.
interrupted personalities coming out
Right.
today. I'm
And
this
so do I.
for this. I'm this for that, and I feel like I'm gelling. I had a great time.
Call me Winona.
It came in awkward at the beginning, and I felt bad about that.
You did not come in awkward at all. Everything was funny.
I said the blood eye thing, and then I thought
it
you
was
felt
funny.
bad. Okay, cool.
We all, yeah.
We've all talked
Don't
about
give
it.
a
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
if I'm the first one that said it, and these are your friends,
No, yeah, no.
you better
We've
think
been
twice
talking about the blood
your
eye
friends.
for weeks. Even before it happened, I'm like, don't forget there's a blood eye.
I'm probably
taking
gonna-
a blood eye flight.
I'm getting at it this weekend. Probably coming in blood eye on Monday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for blood eye.
I'm going for it. Can I have a blood eye, Mary?
Yeah. Just, I want you to blast one out on me. I want you to give me the Juggalo Halloween special.
Yes, exactly.
Blast out one of my eyes.
What's the last movie you saw?
Oh, like one of the X-Men's.
Okay.
Which it was just on in the hotel the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know who's an X-Man anymore. It was that or diners, drive-ins, and dives. You put them on in a hotel room. It used to be the comfort of getting on the road is you put on like a Law and Order.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, why am I like casually napping to all these stories, like horrific
Forensic files.
Yeah, and I didn't feel good about it. So like, so like diners, drive-ins, like, oh, this is a low enough volume where I'm like, oh, those potato pancakes look great. And then you fall back asleep to nice thoughts.
And you wake up and Guy Fieri's like,
yeah, he's a little.
Holy Jesus.
He's
that is the best elote I've ever had.
Why'd this move to porn? Oh, no, it's just, my man's got to get his nails clean.
Right.
Wear some gloves next time you're going for barbecue there, bud. This is This is not ASMR.
Yeah. Well,
you're supposed to slurp ramen, not with the mic, not with the lapel mic clip that close to everything.
I know, serious. Everything's like.
Yeah. No, only cats eating. Only cats eating.
You don't like ASMR?
No.
It's funny.
It's not real.
What do you mean?
It's not real. Like what you're doing right now sucks. I hate it. Cats eating, and that's it.
What do you mean?
Cats eating, or
that's what you look up. Cats eating.
If that's the sound, if that's what you're gonna mic real well, cats eating.
That's so specific.
Not dogs eating. Too jowly.
Okay. No, I do
Too
like.
jolly,
There is something.
Yeah, just.
Cats
May as
eating
well be a horse.
Yeah.
I love when it's silent in my apartment and then I can hear the cat eating.
Little crunch.
Yeah.
You know their face is all like working for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like.
Yeah, like it looks like it hurts. I'll get you softer food. Like, oh no, I love this shit. I can't get this is my predator side.
And they can't move their jaw this way, so it's.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're dumb.
They're like, I eat through bones. You know, I eat through bones.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Yeah, this is fine.
Meow mix.
They don't even notice when you pet them when they're eating. They're like,
no, that was like I got the new special, and there's a whole joke about how I saw my cat eat a whole bird.
Yeah.
It was so fucking metal.
Really?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Did he bring it inside or you watch it outside?
I was outside.
Really?
And it just, at once, whole bird just gone. I mean, it was like a little bird, but just all of it.
Did you do that thing?
The head, tip to tail. Boom.
Did you do that thing after where he's just sitting up and like licking? Like.
Yeah, because you gotta imagine feathers.
Like,
feathers can't feel good in your mouth.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, they're like
hairball.
It's like clean it and dress it. Man, come inside. We have that prepared for you.
Even better.
But you gotta get all Joe Rogan about this shit and just go right to the source.
Hey, they call me liver cat.
Truly, that is the same diet as the cat, but that's why we've evolved, and the cat can do that.
Yeah.
As a person, you should stop.
Cat's eating fucking salmon. I'm like, grow up.
grow up because they're eating salmon.
Well, this was a great time. Yes, I had fun to answer your question.
I had fun
Wait,
too.
why are you being weird about it? But you were being weird. You're like, did you have fun? Like.
Well, because we don't have rapport yet. So when it started weird, like, is this fake weird to be fun, or is it real weird? And I screwed it up by saying blood eye and made fun of the lip couch and everything.
Literally, no.
I was testing the waters on the goofiness. Turns out it was real. We nailed it.
I am 100% goofy. There's no room for anything else. Thanks for being here. Where can people find you? Are you going on tour? Are you on the road?
Always.
Tell us
Forever.
Everything. This comes out in probably like 2 weeks.
2
maybe
weeks?
3.
I don't know. I got a big old fat calendar over at KyleKinane.com.
You can go to KyleKinane.com.
I got a new special out called Dirt Nap.
Yep.
That was the name of my cat.
Nice. Got it.
And I do a podcast with Shane Torres called No Accounting for Taste. And I just tell jokes all the time, everywhere, forever.
So look it up, KyleKinane.com. You can go see him live. Follow him on Instagram and all these other things. We had a great time here in the Madhouse. Peace. So, you guys listen up and pull through. Come see me live, MaddySpeakComedy.com.